everyone, my name is Kelsey Woke and I'm an independent beauty guide with LimeLight by Alcone. I just wanted to pop on here today and give you guys a little tip on what to do when our foundation is out of stock, or maybe you don't have it, or you're traveling or something and you only want to take your concealer. So we are going to use, like I just said, the concealer today for this little tip. For those of you who don't know, we went through a hypergrowth recently, and so we are out of stock on some items, and foundation just happens to be one of them. It is what, April 9th, 2017. So if you're watching this in the future, this may not even apply to you, but I just wanted to get on here because I know some people are kind of worried, like, since we're out of foundation, what do I do? You know, do I go back to my old stuff? Whatever. You can go back to your old stuff if you want to do that. I mean, you obviously liked it then, so you'll like it now in the meantime. Or you can just go ahead and get your color of concealer because you're going to need it anyway. I mean, to spot touch up and stuff too. So, I mean, it's whatever you want to do. But this is also, like I said, I mean, great for a traveling tip, because then you only need to take your concealer and an oil. You don't need to take your concealer and your foundation and all your skincare and blah, 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 blah. So, so what we're going to use is, we will be mixing in your shade of concealer with an oil. So I have here One Drop Wonder. You can also use Must Do. Must Do will give you that like dewy look that's really popular right now. One Drop Wonder, it gives me the matte finish, which I like better. And One Drop Wonder has amazing properties in it for your skin. Tons and tons of benefits. That is like a whole nother video in and of itself. Or you can even get on YouTube or Google One Drop Wonder and the benefits it has in it. It's Pomifera oil, 100% Pomifera oil. So this has anti-aging properties. It helps with rosacea, psoriasis, athlete's foot if you have that, like tons of stuff. If you get a cut, it has the has skin cell repairing properties. If I could talk, that would be amazing. But so it'll help your cuts heal faster. That's also the anti-aging properties. It helps like reverse that. So anyway, this is great just to mix with your foundation or your concealer in general. So this is going to be what helps turn your concealer into a foundation. Let's get started. I'm just going to kind of explain the colors of the foundation first. I only have 4. There's 7 total shades. So I kind of built this palette for me, basically. So it goes in order here of the numbers. So 0, 1, 2, and 3. So 0 is the lightest shade. It's a great highlighter for most people. If you have really, really fair skin, this should match you. Number 1, if you can see, it's like, it has green undertones in it. And that is going to cancel out any redness. So like my cheeks get really red. And then also I have blemishes too. So it'll help cancel those out. And our skincare has helped reduce my redness too, by the way. So you guys may want to check that out. And just contact your local beauty guide for any of this stuff. Or if you don't have one, you can contact me. My information's below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions for you. And then number 1 here, this has more yellow undertones. I know it doesn't really look like it, but it does. So if you are in the Shinto shade group, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, Shinto has yellow undertones if you look at LimeLight's foundations. So we have a Shinto line and an olive line. Shinto's more yellow undertones, olive is more pink undertones. So if you're like Shinto 1, this is going to be a great color match for you. If you're darker in the Shinto, we have a couple darker colors in our concealer, so you might just want to mix the two. And then this is number 0, 1, 2, 3. Number 3. So this one has more of the pink undertones. This is what I'm going to use because I'm olive 1. And this is a really good match for olive 1 people. So all you're going to do is because our foundations and our concealers are wax based, you want to warm them up a little bit, and that just helps them spread easier. Because they're wax based, they don't soak into your pores and make you break out. It just lays on top of the skin very nicely, but it doesn't wipe off really easily either. So don't worry about that. And then they have 50% pigmentation, whereas in the store, you'll find foundations are anywhere from 18 to 23%. So these cover really well as well. So all you're going to do is just scrape some off. I'm using the end of a brush. Pick any brush. Or if you have a little spatula, that works great too. Whatever you can get. You don't need too much. My camera does not focus really well, I'm learning. Anyway, if you can see that, you don't need much. Just put it on the back of your hand. Like so. Golly, this does not. Anyway, hope you can see that. Then I'm going to take my Pomifera oil, 1 Drop Wonder. It's the name for a reason. You just need 1 drop. And I'm not going to put it right on it. I'm going to put it next to it. My reasoning for that is we're mixing it with the oil to make it a foundation, right? To kind of be thinner so it can go all over, because concealer in itself is just too thick. Like that's why it gets such great coverage. So I don't want to get it too thin, mix it with too much oil and get it too thin. Now if you do, just add more concealer to it, no problem. But I'm just going to kind of tap my finger in it and then mix it with my concealer. And then to me it's looking like this cheek is more red and has some more blemishes in this one. So to start off, I'm just going to do it on one half, then I'll do it on the other half as well, but just so you can kind of see the difference. And I'm going to pick this side because it's kind of worse, a little bit worse for wear. So you're just gonna dab it on just like you do your foundation. I love this because it just shows like how versatile all of our products are, especially the concealer in this one, obviously, because that's our focus. But a lot of our products don't just have the one use. You know, you think concealer, just spot touch up, but this, you can use it as a foundation also. How amazing is that? I might cover up my little blemish there. Okay, now you can use your finger. I mean, it's not rocket science, so you know, you can use your finger, foundation brush, whatever you want to use. We all know that. I'm going to use our Blenderful Sponge, and you can tell I've already used it. Sorry, it's kind of dirty, but I love it. So I just got it kind of damp, so it doesn't soak up all the product. Then you're just going to push it on, spread it out. Okay, I have a mirror down here I'm going to use so I can go a little faster. And I already put my makeup on for the day, so other than foundation, of course. So when I'm done with this, I'll be ready to go. Going to barbecue tonight. Ooh, excited at my sister-in-law's. Well, my brother and sister-in-law, of course, but. Okay. So now you can still see a little bit my blemishes here, but like I said, I'm gonna just go back. I'm gonna go back after this video because I don't want to waste your guys' time and put a little bit of that green one on there to help just cancel it completely. But I wanted to do this as like a foundation video so that you can just see the difference in coverage. I mean, remember how red this cheek was? It just helps smooth everything out. And our foundation works the same way. So I'm going to I actually do need just a little bit more concealer, but I still have some oil left on my hand because remember I put it next to it. So I'm just gonna go back and scrape some concealer off to do the other side of my face. And then I can mix the leftover oil with that. Warm it up. You guys, it was so hard for me to find a foundation that I loved. I mean, I liked different ones and they were fine. There was one I really loved the coverage. I won't say which one, but I would just touch it and it would come off on my hand. And I can't stand that. So to find a foundation to do what a foundation is meant to do, it's meant to cover, it's meant to stay on and last all day, not just come off super easily. It was really hard to find that. So that, and then how much I love the skincare, those two reasons are why I joined LimeLight. I just fell in love. And I hope you guys do too. I mean, I know not every product is for everybody, so some people may not love it as much as I do, and that's okay. But I hope you guys try it out at least. So, okay, it kind of looks like it's blended, but you can see there, it's not all the way. And then you always want to make sure that you blend really well so you don't have a line. Nobody likes a line there. Okay, I have a little left on my hand. I'm just gonna get it off. Okay. And then that's it. Simple as that. So then, I mean, it covered that really well. But I just don't want it to show at all, so I'm just going to go back through and actually like not even mix it with oil, just use a concealer how concealer is meant to be used. Oh, I keep like dropping this camera. Actually, it's not a camera, it's my phone, but I keep dropping it. Anyway, okay, so that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and all my information's below. If you need anything at all, please feel free to contact me. Bye.